herself doesn't have one, she can serve as a metaphorical backbone for this composition. Yeah.
Metaphoricalisms really do get to me. I'm a little bit more of a practical man. So I apologize.
Did you play ReFantasio?
No, I didn't.
See, that's why you just don't get it.
It feels like cup half, almost half full, you know?
Perfect prefers almost world champion.
He was.
That's what I'm saying. He likes that title a little bit more than almost good.
All right, Pistol Dive is going to catch him this time around. He flashes, and the flag and drag brings in Sponge. First blood over to Taeun yet again as Cuz walking on forward. Peacemaker does not connect. Problems is the fact that he goes back and buys a Caulfields as Cuz gets into the pit. And he does have Leap Strike, but Ghost is going to stand beside the Jax. Let's see whether Cuz can steal this one away as BDD dives in, looks for lands, and just blows up. Okay, that was not the big play that he was looking for there, as now Cuz needs a friend to come on over. There's the Leap Strike, as Taeun does take a combo from aiming. They should be able to secure this dragon in the end. And Nongshim right back on the horse.
Yeah, unfortunately, BDD, who looks very angry on the player cam, just kind of went splat. Online, I don't think Nongshim want to flip the game on a risky dive attempt. That's a big win for KT, though, because Cuz does get those grubs.
Yep. Perfect also knew that Sponge was towards the bottom side, so he gets to farm behind the turret and can get a little bit of extra tempo that way.
Counter pick for it. Is not laning into it.
Oh, there's an engaged Braum angle. Let's see whether Ghost can find this one as Lahen's already down relatively low, looking to abyssally dive his way up. But the Relentless Pursuit is named correctly this time. They're going to turn their attention onto Taeun, who gets devoured. Cuz dives on top, and it's Lahen's that goes down. The double tap not actually going to be effective against Taeun there, but the one kill is all KT really wanted.
There's just not really going to be a contest here. Lahen's is holding this tri-brush, and so I think this is just going to be a bit of a freebie here, the second of the game for Nongshim.
Yeah, you can see, we know that the Jax is here, as they're looking for it. Taeun will get devoured once again, but the Abyssal Dive will be interrupted. He has the big old shield, but I just don't think it's going to be enough. Cataclysm is cataclysmic for Nongshim, unfortunately, as they do get the Drake, but they lose their entire bottom lane. Well, they lose half of the bottom lane and a jungler, and maybe just this bottom lane outer turret as well. Ah, dang it, checkmate.
He existed a lot in game number 3.
The amount he existed in game 3 is very large. All right, Sponge, speaking of existing, makes his presence known, as there's a teleport towards the bottom side for King, and this cask could be ridiculous onto aiming. Let's see whether he can keep himself safe as the flag and drag comes in, but down goes Sponge to start this one off as BDD. I think he heard me talking about the POM. He wants to find another one as Cuz grabs that angle. Aiming still alive somehow as Kingin, I don't think he's going to be the same. It's a double for Cuz on the Jax. And KT, I think they really wanted 5 games.
I think they may have just earned them. That was a massive win. A lot of people came to the cask party.
Yeah, but, that's the problem. If you share the keg with everyone, like no one really, no one's inebriated after that.
So
oh dear. Well, BDD. Oh, nice backflip, but I don't think it's quite going to be enough unless Ghost can help him out. He flashes out of the Cataclysm. Cuz is making his way in, and BDD just wanders away. Not very scathed. I didn't want to say unscathed for some reason, I don't know why. Anyway, Scout is now going to get stunned up, but Sponge interrupts almost everything. Now aiming turns up, but so does Taeun. And he's going to be able to take out Cuz. There's the ace in the hole onto Ghost. And now BDD is just teleported back in. Perfect! Just executes Taeun. He will not be forgotten as this top laner, as the Abyssal Dive was a bridge too far. And KT put them down again.
Yeah, Nongshim.
On the other side of the map, though, BDD is taunted. We're going to check that out momentarily. And KT, I think they're going to be able to take this first Ocean Drag. Nothing happened for the next 15 minutes, and then it'll be fine.
KT's kind of making things happen, though, Atlas, including this Herald.
Yeah, they're not being very cooperative. That is very true. As Kingin's going to show up, very large health bar here as he looks perfect on the back line. They pick up the Rift Herald, though, and it looks like Nongshim do not have an answer for this. Sorry, I interrupted you by...
No, it's okay. That was basically it. That's all he said. That was the end of the sentence. And
well, now Shelly is going to say, I'm going to get a headache. I don't like this. And she is, but the Crystalline Overgrowth will give this turret over to KT, extending that gold advantage to about 3,000. And at 20 minutes, that is not bad at all.
You better hope they get something done real fast, because he's not going to last very long, and they do not have a lot of damage.
All right, they're teleporting in, looking to try and get on top of this dragon. It has been started already because it's in the area. Scout's moving over. Now the team fight can be dangerous as Taeun is going to get tagged. Cuz looking for the angle, they get the double stun as Taeun very far up towards Ghost is now perfect, just dives on in, gets the double knockup. Taeun is relatively safe for now as there are so many knockups and Taeun doesn't have enough bullets. It is ridiculous as the KT onslaught continues. Aiming can't even catch up as Cuz is under an inner turret after all that is said and done.
I think they were trying to make sure there wasn't going to be like a trade for Baron, but then they realized that there's just no way Nongshim could actually do that, and then there's not really anything going on for Kingen. He's not really hitting these spikes right now.
Well, he's got a Fimbulwinter
and he's completed, so he's, despite being 2,000 gold behind, is even on levels.
Extraordinarily large jacks.
They could also just ignore this dragon and try to rush Baron, but they're going to fight it. Well, they're going to force it.
Let's see whether Cuz can get in here. He does actually just wander into the pit, and they look for the backline here. There's the Devour onto Taeun. Good knock up there as well, as Taeun's able to take down this Rek'Sai. He's one away from getting stunned, but he gets himself out. Never mind. Perfect execution from BDD. And now it's KT's turn to launch their salvo into Nongshim. Shuriken backflip is obviously going to land. And he looks for the 5-point strike as Lahen's just barely able to make his way out. Leap strike onto Scout for Cuz. And the dash forward isn't exactly what Aiming was looking for as he flashes out of the way of the tongue lash to keep himself alive. Nongshim, they didn't finish off the Drake.
Is Ghost on Dragon with Smite? Yes.
Oh my god, he is.
Double Smite. Does not have vision. He does have flash. He is Jarvan. You're going to have to deny him.
Well, let's see whether Ghost can do that. As he drags his way over, BDD is just going to play defense. As back into the pit he goes, and down goes the Baron. There's still a lot of damage on the Ghost, but into the backline. Goes perfect. He will get exhausted, but even if he goes down, it's still probably going to be worth to guarantee the Baron, although I don't know whether he necessarily needed to go in there. As Nongshim now chasing after KT. Scouts ghosted, and BDD will get into the Shroud, but I think he's still dead. Thrown around like a ragdoll, and that is going to be the Peacemaker making peace with BDD, who goes down. 2 for Baron. I mean, I really hope that... I don't think they should have done Baron.
No, I really hope that KT don't take this the wrong way. But I think it was the way in which they decided to move off of Baron that cost them big in this one.
Nongshim now, they'll be able to push forward, grab this inner turret as well. I mean, look at the Baron power play. It's abysmal.
And it's actually bugged. It's even lower than that.
Oh dear, that's going to be an inhibitor turret as well. I mean, Nongshim are just continuing to push. Cuz?
I told you guys Coach Comms could backfire. Happened to KT already earlier this season.
All right, 5 seconds on perfect. As they will take this inhibitor.
I want the replay of the Baron as Ghost is actually trying to deny the entry here. TP, as you say.
They're kind of broken up as the teleport does come on forward. They spot Taeun in the hands. They are kind of alone. Ghost is able to move himself over. And this is so aiming. Oh god, that's not where you want to be. But the culling just destroys Sponge. And so it's jungler for AD carry, but they need to kill Taeun. If they don't kill Taeun, this is still lights out for KT. They get on top of him, but the Devour is going to be there. The Abyssal Dive gets him all the way out. It's a big taunt as well as Taeun. He's got the net, but the 5-point strike will destroy the Caitlyn. And Lahen's just doesn't have the buttons left. He'll get knocked up, taken down, and they do get an inhibitor.
Exchange, but here, Taeun is like, thank God I have Tahm Kench. It's still not enough.
In the meantime, Cuz is just dead. So there's one more Baron remaining, and Ghost's almost taken out as well. That happened.
Rek'Sai does like a bit of healing.
Yeah.
Rek'Sai does have...
This KT comp is so incredibly all-in that they, like, their counter siege just doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's so janky. Like, it doesn't actually do a whole lot unless it can get backline access, and Taeun is... Like, remember what you said earlier about, like, if they just have infinity time, I guess, you know, Taeun will get there. He got there.
Yeah. So I'm a bit confused as to what's going on here. The Baron's up in 35 seconds time. We're not really fighting for too much right now, but it looks like both teams really want to fight. There's the culling. Lahen's gets a back massage, but didn't really like it. As Perfect takes a lot of damage. That is a teleport that's very short. What is happening? The weirdest game ever is okay, yeah. Perfect taking a fair bit of damage, but KT now has a minion wave. They take down this inner turret as now Cuz, with his counter strike, is able to walk up to them, but decides not to fully commit.
They're like, the only way we can siege is if we get behind them.
Well, there's a cast. It's going to work out really nicely, but only onto the tanky members as BDD still biding his time. Engage! Braum launches forward, and down goes Kingy to start this fight off. And now Ghost just tries to tag Taylor, and he gets it! Down goes the Caitlyn, and it's a double here for aiming. That setup was absolutely ridiculous, but in the end, KT with a team that came out ahead.
They're looking for that one minion. I think that's what Scout wanted to get, but there's still minions behind the rest of the team. Wanted to try to hold the wave. They will not be able to do so. That's GG. KT finally do it. It took a long time. They could not siege with the minions. They could not use the Baron to end the game, but getting all the way wrapped around behind Nongshim with the team fight siege, I guess that's the way to do it.
That's it.
To 5.
Oh my goodness, cue up the silly version of Silver Scrapes as the Nexus goes down, and KT make Hanwha Life Esports just that little bit more nervous.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.